Hey, Rusty here. Well, another day's gone by, and what I'm going to do is to see if this thing's going to start. It's about 45 degrees outside. It's going to get up to about 70, so I will be able to test drive this thing, hopefully. Might be a different video. But I do need to start it up, see if it's going to start, and then we're going to move it to a area where I can work on it a little bit better. Just cleaned up the floor of the shop behind me, so why not use it? I got to put this little vibration boot or whatever you want to call it around the battery before I test drive it. I didn't put it on there before, and then I'll test drive it before putting these fairings back on. But what I discovered last time was that if you disconnect this battery, this engine will just turn off. And I'm going to show you. I got my truck running. If I disconnect the battery on my truck, the truck keeps running, right? So if anybody knows of a workaround on these Ducatis to keep it running when the battery is disconnected, or if these connections become loose, I would want my motorcycle to keep running till I make it to a destination. It'll be a lot better than getting stranded on the side of the road again. So first of all, let's see how it's going to cold start. Well, at least the fuel pump primed, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's typical of what happens with this thing. Let me give it a little bit of choke. Almost. Maybe I gotta give it the gas still. Alright, well, the truck didn't die while I was starting the Ducati, so it should be warm enough. I'm going to disconnect the battery, and you'll see, it'll keep running. And then we'll go back over there to the Ducati and disconnect the battery and see if it dies. Positive side's over here, negative side's over here. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going for this negative side because it's more accessible. Oh, dang, it's tight. put that one together. See, no problem. No point in wasting the gas. So we're gonna go over and disconnect the battery on the Ducati because I got to disconnect it anyways, and it's probably gonna just die, which I want to bypass that somehow so that it won't die next time whenever I have a battery issue or a wiring issue. I want it to keep running just like a, you know, vehicle from the good old days does, you know what I'm saying? See? Why would it stop? It was charging perfectly fine. Anyways, I see this as a problem, right? So we're going to address this issue. We lose all power when the battery's disconnected. And that's just not how I want it to work. So I'm gonna look into it and see if anybody's done anything to make it so that if you disconnect the power on your Ducati, it keeps running. Because it should be able to. The alternator or rectifier or whatever you want to call it is definitely keeping up, otherwise your battery would die every time you drove it. So anyways, I'm gonna take this battery out, put that sleeve on, put the battery back in, and then fire it up again. Still got the key on? Oh, it still had fans on. Okay, behind here, let me make sure we can see. Behind these little posts, I got these little pieces of rubber stuck in here to hold those nuts in place. And I think it's possible that those little pieces of rubber I got stuck right here to hold the nut into place might have been preventing the screw from going all the way, getting as tight as possible if it's hitting this piece of rubber. So what I did this second time around is I just tightened it more and more, right? Because I figured, what the hell, it's just going to smash the rubber, it's not going to strip out the nut. I'm not going to be able to make that kind of torque with just a screwdriver. Anyways, sometimes you try to do something right and it ends up being wrong. More wrong, I should say. So I'm going to connect it all back together. Now we got this little rubber here to stop some vibrations. The nuts look like they're aligned decently. There we go. Now the battery's much more solid. After I get these both in here real tight, then I'll just wait to do my test drive till it warms up outside a little more. No sense in suffering. Similar hold. Now I'm pushing with my body weight, with my knee. Same thing here. Okay. Let's see. All right, re-energized. Let's see if it starts without any craziness. All right, it's warmed up outside. I'm gonna go ahead and start this baby, go around the block a little bit, see if it's gonna run right. Got the GoPro on the camera. Hopefully the battery power is gonna last, we'll see. So without any further delay, we're gonna get this party started, and then hopefully I can put my bike back together, make her look right. So see you on the other side. Okay, that went well. Thanks for watching. In the future, I'll put the fairings on. Probably won't actually put that on this video. And then we're going to go for a longer test ride. And hopefully we don't get stranded again. And that's going to be probably in a month or so, because I got to get ready to go on my trip. So when I get back, I'll probably take this thing on the Rusty Pass on a nice day, of course. And we're not going to push it to the extreme limits. The tires on both these bikes, the rubber's kind of hard, so they're not gripping like they should. And so I take the corners real nice and casual most of the time. Plus out here, there's a lot of gravel out on the road, on the sides of the roads, on the intersections. You got that little spot of gravel, so you got to be careful about that sort of thing. Of course, I've wrecked a motorcycle before. That's why I have some respect for the road conditions. And it's no different today. Deer ran right out in front of me, didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. I slowed down, and then I thought they were going to be good, and I slowed down more once I realized they couldn't figure it out. I passed that group, sped up again, and there's another group of deer running along the side. So I hope that came out on the video. It'll make for some good content. But anyways, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and we'll keep doing this kind of stuff for you guys. Bye.